I am suffering from a massive migraine, so that's gonna be fun. Give it another shot. Try and rein it in a little bit.
Hello fellow geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I'm glad you're here because it's time to take a look at week 6 of my 5K time trial training. If you have missed the previous episodes of this series, I'm going to have a link up here and down in the description so that you can catch up on all the training that I've done so far. But long story short, I am trying to break a 27-minute PB on the 5K, which is pretty speedy for me. I have been chipping away at the time for years and years now. 5K is just tough when you're trying to get faster. So this is what I'm working towards. And I'm not doing this alone because Susie over at I Run Things is also trying to break her 5K PB and get under 25 minutes. So I'm gonna have a link to her channel down in the description. Make sure that you watch her videos and see how her training is going, and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to her channel because you don't wanna miss any of her content. She has a wonderful channel. Let's take a look at what went on this last week of training. We're gonna hit the road right now.
Back for another week of training. We are going to hit some intervals today. There's going to be fewer of them, but they're going to be longer intervals so that I can concentrate on maintaining a good speed throughout the duration of the interval. So I'm going to be doing a 10-minute warm-up run. I'm going to do 3 sets of 3 minutes fast speed with 3 minutes of recovery in between. So that's going to be fun. And then a 10-minute warm down run, and then I'll probably cool down a little more, and then we'll talk about how the intervals went. So let's get started with a nice warm-up run. Here we go. Warm-up is done. Took a little longer because it's a sunny day. Lots of neighbors are out and they want to say hello. So, but got the warm-up done and I am ready to start intervals. The intervals are definitely longer than they have been, but I also get a longer recovery period and there's fewer of them. So let's give this a shot and then see what happens. Here we go. Okay, so that wasn't quite so bad. Warm-up was good. Went into that first interval, and I managed to keep all the intervals pretty consistent and around a 9-minute mile pace, and that's pretty speedy for me anyway. I stayed consistent. I didn't slow down once I started, so good news there. I did notice that about halfway through the second interval, my left leg was feeling, it was a little bit lazy. It was heavier, so I had to concentrate on getting my left knee up higher to make sure that that whole leg was activated and keeping up with everything. I was worried about how I was going to feel after that second interval going into the third interval, but I managed to keep the speed up, so looking pretty good. I was afraid that that 3 minutes was just gonna beat me up, and trust me, if those intervals were shorter, I would have probably gone a lot faster, but I knew that I had 3 minutes ahead of me, so managed to stay consistent on that. So feeling pretty good about it. Warm down run was good. I'm gonna see how this kind of all pans out with being able to do those more consistent and longer intervals, but feeling a little bit better today about how everything's going. So we're going to check back in a few days, and this will be after my long run for the weekend, which is 16 miles, and we'll make sure that I get a good recovery in before we go again on Tuesday. So I will see you then. Okay, so we're back for another day of training, and I am suffering from a massive migraine. I have taken some medication to try and knock as much of it out as I can, but I'm still not gonna be at my best today. So what I've decided to do for today is a warm-up, and then I am going to run mile repeats to see if I can comfortably set into that sub 10-minute pace that I'm needing for mile number 1, and just do a mile repeat with a short recovery. Do that a couple of times and then do a warm down run and call it a day. So maybe some good will come out of this, despite the fact that I feel like I have been punched in the face. So also, the wind is blowing very, very hard today, so that's an added layer of fun. So we'll see what happens. We'll be back. Okay, that's warm up into mile 1. That was 8:42, so a little fast coming off the line. Gonna recover, give it another shot, try and rein it in a little bit, and see if I can control it so that I have room to speed up in the last 2 miles when I do this for time trial. So here we go. All right, cool down, going into another mile, hit it at 10 minutes on the nose. So now I have a better feel of what I'm aiming for when I first start out my 5K. So between the wind and my head just not getting any better, I am gonna go ahead and call it now. I was gonna try and go for another mile. I don't think I have it in me today, but feeling good about how this workout went. I have a better idea in my mind and my body and how I need to start and how I need to finish. So definitely feeling good about this one. So I'm gonna cool down and we're gonna call this workout done. So we're gonna take it back inside.
And that is week 6 of training, and I am adding just a little bit more to the training schedule because I do have a vaccine that is coming up, and so I need to make sure that I am actually back in recovery and make sure that I'm in good shape to go before I run the time trial. So I'm tacking on an extra workout or 2, and then I'm going to be running the time trial. So stay tuned so that you don't miss the last episode of the 5K time trial series, this Project 5K that I've been working on. As you can see, I've been getting a little more optimistic about how things are going. I don't know if I'm actually getting faster or if maybe I could have gone this fast all along and never really had the motivation to push myself the way that I'm doing right now. Who knows? But things are going well, and I am looking forward to seeing how the next couple of workouts go right into that last time trial. Make sure that you have hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss that or anything else that I have coming out on the channel, and you can even hit the bell icon and be notified anytime that I upload. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down in the description. You can find me across most platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thank you so much for watching. I am so glad that you're joining me on this journey, and I can't wait to see what happens next time. Happy running.